Hey there everybody, happy Friday. It's Joanie with Weathered Wings and we are going to do a project today. We're going to decoupage some books, okay, a book stack. Okay, so I found 3 books. I just went in my stash and here's one. I've already started painting and it actually looks like it got wet. But you know what, it doesn't matter. You can decoupage right over it. And then I have a smaller one. So you can actually glue your books together, which I have done. But I think I'm just going to leave these loose. I'm going to use one big decoupage paper. Let me show you. It's so pretty. These Mint by the Shell papers are just so gorgeous. Okay. Now I don't decoupage a lot, but when I do, these are the papers I love. But this is, I forgot what it's called, but it's something in black and white. It should be on my website. If not, I'll be adding it. But is that not gorgeous? Okay. I think I can get 3 books out of that. So it has a bird. I don't want to, actually I think it has 2 birds. I don't want to get, first thing I want to do is just get some paint on these books. I've got vintage linen here. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I just want a white paint, so I don't care if it matches what's already on here or not. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some paint on this other side. You just wanna, when you decoupage, you just want it, you want your surface underneath to be a light, just white. White usually works the best, just because in case, you know, you have just pieces, you don't know what colors, all the colors that are going to be on your paper, and so white just always works great. I said this book looks like it got a little wet. I mean, this book is Skinny Dip. Oh, this is my husband's book. It has nothing to do with skinny dipping, so I don't know. I forgot this is his book. And you know why it's wet? He probably took it, he had it at the beach. He had it at the beach. And I bet that's what happened to it. Oh well, he doesn't need it anymore. He's already read it. Right? All right, so look, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of see, I don't want to waste, I want to keep all my scraps. I would go ahead and cut it, but I'll just wait. Is it totally dry? All right. About an inch from that fold. Scissors. So, it was a little over an inch, so this one I'm just going to cut right here. And what I'll do is just sand off after it dries. All right. So this has that big butterfly right there, so I think that's pretty. I think I'm not gonna glue these. I think I'm just gonna, okay, let me find my oh, I almost didn't have any decoupage medium. I couldn't find any anywhere. Speaking of liquid patina, I couldn't find it. So this is, I hope this is enough. And I have this is what I've been using. This is the Paint Couture that I'm talking about, the matte. I feel like any kind of clear something can be used as a decoupage medium, like even people are using top coats. All right, so I'm going to make sure if I can keep this straight, I'm gonna go ahead and paint right here, not paint, but decoupage right here. Okay, lay that back down, okay, and hope this gave me enough. I'm gonna decoupage right here. But this is working good for the inlays. I mean, my biggest tip if you've not used inlays is to not rush pulling it off. Just don't rush it. Whatever you're using, I should have given myself a little more room than that, but that's okay. This paper stretches a little bit, so that's probably good. Okay, no gasping, because I'm doing that myself. I need to get a t-shirt. This is no gasping. Hold on. Like, okay. Anyway, I like to use the plastic wrap to get the wrinkles out. Oh, there's the cutter coming off. Alright, now, put the decoupage medium on this part. His book. He you know, he started collecting bourbon as well, and he bought these pretty little bourbon glasses. I gold leafed them. He's like, are these my glasses? Yes. Aren't they pretty? Well, thanks to use them. Can't leave anything, I mean, laying around that's, you know. All right, so I'm just rolling using my brayer, and I'm rolling across the paper. And that usually gets it nice and flat. I know some of y'all like the iron. And I do like the iron as well, but with the iron, you have to wait for your decoupage medium to dry and, you know, then reactivate it with the iron and so forth. We ain't got time for that. I've got my hurry up britches on. Maybe I should slow my roll a little bit. So when it dries, I will just, stuff's coming off the brayer. When it dries, I'll sand these edges off. So that'll be the front of the book. So I'm just gonna let this dry. Let me set it up over here. Okay, so let's do another one real quick. All right, I'll just do the fronts on these since, well, no. I know if you won't ever come back and do them. Let me just go ahead and now I'm going to cut paper again. I think this was called Botanicals in Black and White. And I think this would just really make some really pretty home decor. You know, just put on your shelf or on your coffee table. Just think they're pretty. And then, so see, I'm thinking I would just not glue them together as a book stack, but just stack them individually, you know, on top of each other. And maybe on the very top one, put or something. Now you can put stuff on the edge, you know, a little mold over here. Or you could put some little raffia string around all three of them. Which would be cute. All right, I'm trying to see now. I want to make sure that I'm getting, because I can come all the way over here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, because then it has this big flower right there. Okay, so I think on this one, I'm going to start this way. I'm going to do it like this instead of trying to wrap it over it. Okay, let's see how that works. All right, take my decoupage medium. All right, so this, I'm going to do this time. I think this works better. Just lay it down, okay, like that. All right. Usually my books, I usually paint them and stamp them and then use transfers. So I'm venturing out. I'm using decoupage paper. Okay. And here is this. Shelly must be the expert. Nancy decoupages for a background. Yes, that is a great idea. Like I was, you know, you can decoupage, like if you just had some, you remember those coasters I did the other day that were, it's just kind of a, doesn't have any like images on there. It may just be pretty colors, or it could have an image, but you can also always add, like when I get through here, I could add transfers on top of this or molds. And you can even stamp on top of them. Just depends on what the paper is, but and I know this paper, Mint by the Shell papers, are, you know, they're designed to go on furniture, but who says you have to put it on furniture? Who says you can't cut them up, right? I cut up everything. I cut up my transfers. I cut up my paint inlays. And Nancy, I think I saw where you said you have cut up your transfers. Way to go. Way to go. I think you'll enjoy once you get done with that. Did I do this to the other book? I don't remember taking this off. The other one. Did I ever do it? I don't think I did, y'all, because it didn't have anything on here when I picked this up. It didn't have any decoupage medium on there. But so, I will wrap that around. See, look how good that looks. And look how all the wrinkles came out. Can y'all see it? Look how good it looks. Oh wait, I see one. Yep, hold on. Put it back on here. At the side. And usually too, y'all, even if you have a wrinkle, usually when it dries, it goes away. You know, that's what I have found on these good papers. Y'all, I don't remember doing this on the I'm gonna have to go like this. There's like a bubble. There we go. There we go. Loving that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm loving that. Is that not pretty? Oh gosh, that's pretty. Let me look at this other one real quick. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I went over it without the decoupage medium. I shouldn't have, let me just do this one time, just make me feel better. I don't know if I did it or not, but I'm going to go back and look at the video. I do not know if I did this part. I think I just did it on the paper itself. All right. Yeah, because I don't even remember pulling this off. That's pretty too. Well, let's see. And this is the smaller book. I should use that bigger book. Now, this is going to be a kicker because I don't know if I can use. I don't think I can use a bird and it look. I don't know. That looks good though, but the bird wings. Hold on, let me look at this one. So just move it around and see. Well, that looks pretty good. I think I like that. You don't. This is the smaller book, so I may just put the little lock right here. See, I kind of put that right on the edge, but I want a little bit to be able to sand off too. So. I'm just going to cut. Oh dear. All right. And you know, something else that works good, and I just haven't done it, is to kind of spray your paper a little bit. That does help. So I'm going to go right up, just a little ways over. Decoupage medium over the top. That'll be good too. Oh, look at this one. That'll be a book. And this one will be, again, like I said, let's see. Okay. So that's our, that's going to be another little book, and that's really pretty. Okay, so these are, and this is bugging me, so I will have to paint that. I didn't even realize those were red. It's not red anywhere else, so I didn't realize that. So I will paint those pages. But anyway, so this is our small one. I went ahead and sanded, no, that's not our small one. But I love how they turned out, y'all. I love how the middle one has the darker background. But I'll show you with this small one, because I do want to do a little something else to this small one. Okay, so the only thing I did, or where I left off, was we just decoupaged this paper on. I left, I know I didn't do the back side, I just did the front. So I went ahead and decoupaged the back. And then we're just going to easily sand these pages off. My sanding block, I'm just going to put this around it because it's kind of beat up. So this is a 220 grit sanding sheet. And all you do to just get that off, we're just going to sand, and I like to go downwards like this. Okay. take a minute since I got 220. See how that comes off in a straight edge like that? Keep going. Nice and easy, and you got that clean, straight edge like that. Okay, this side. And again, you don't want to, I would come down, like I said. You don't want to go up or really side by side because you might lift that paper up a little bit. Something else with the paper I had left over. Y'all remember? And I said I was going to do a lot, you know, some other extra stuff. But I really like these just with the paper. But I am going to do a little something. Get this off. See, that's nice and easy. Just one more, so let's see. I don't know, is that, yeah, that's paint. How many of you do the burn technique? That scared me to death. I'll just stick to the sanding. All right, so that's it. So we got our paper nice and edged and sanded, and again, here's our 3 books. Okay, and I had another one of these, but this is a little iFlex. Where am I? A little iFlex wooden key. It's a little keyhole, but all I want to do is kind of do this finish. It was just painted gold, okay, and then I glazed it, and then I have these stamps that I'm gonna use. This one, yeah, I can't remember. We'll figure it out. And then I have my ink here. So let's go ahead and start with this so it can be drying before I glue it on there. All right, so I'm gonna paint this. So this is the, this is the Paint Couture Pale Gold. This is probably my go-to paint when it comes to gold. This or the Bronze by Paint Couture. They're very similar. So I'm just going to paint them. So anyway, I'm just going to paint the whole thing gold. It is actually wood. But you heat these up. Although that's nice and flat, but still, I'm going to heat it just a little bit on the back side. After I paint it and after I glaze it, just to make sure that it is flat down on the book. All right, so I got that painted. Let me see what I'm gonna do on this one. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and seal this one. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to it. I love the way it is, just like it is. I just love it. So I'm gonna take my big top. I'm gonna use a sponge brush just because I'm tired of ruining my brushes with the with the top coats. All right. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell y'all. When you're doing these books, I went back and painted the inside cover of the front and the back. Paint the inside, and that helps the book from not to warp. You know how some of the book covers will kind of bow in or out? If you'll paint the inside cover, you should be good. I forgot to do that, and I thought, oh, I forgot to tell them that, so I'm glad I just remembered. All right, so I'm gonna have to do it, you know, a little one side at a time. But this is gonna be pretty. This is Big Top I'm using, so it does have a little bit of a sheen. You can see it, it's pretty. Okay, it does have a little bit of a nice sheen. I love that paper. All right, so I'm gonna set it off over here to dry. All right, so here is the bottom book. So what I thought we would do, I'm just gonna play actually. Again, I have these. This is called the ephemeral type stamps, okay? Okay, so I wanna stamp this, and I may stamp like this little signature. I don't know, was it that one? That's a little long. Let's just see how this goes first. We'll just play it by ear. This is a little bit scary because mess it up. It does have liquid patina on it, you know, but still it's not enough to where if it kind of messes up. I just don't know. So I'm gonna try it first. So in case y'all try it, you won't mess yours up. So anyway, I got my ink pad here with the black IOD ink. And this is kind of like how I'm going to do it. Sometimes I will use my brayer and roll it in there. But I'm going to try it this way. Oh, and you know what? I meant to put it on a thin mount. Because these scripty things are good to put on a thin mount so that you can lift them easily and lower them easily without shifting, moving them. But let's just see. Look at there. I already got ink on there. Hold on. How did I do that? All right, let me lay this right here. Easily. I can't move it. It's not straight, but I can't move it. See, what a thin mount would do is give you, let you kind of hold it. Y'all know what I mean by a thin mount? It's just a piece of plastic that you would put on the back of this. And I meant to do that. Because see, when I press down, my fingers will kind of stick to it, stick to this, and it lifts it and puts it back down in a little bit different place. So it could be distorted. So I always like to use those. See that? See how that lifted? All right, let's lift this up and make sure. All right, good. Well, that looks good. Ooh, that was close. Let me see. I got a little black smudge right there. I don't know why, except for maybe it was on my finger. Hold on, I've got some alcohol here. Hey, Carol. Okay, I'm just gonna, all right. Yeah, that wipes off nicely. Only because I've got liquid patina, you know, on top of the paper that was covering it. So let me show you this real quick. All right, see that little, am I backwards? Can y'all read, is that normal? Really cute. Okay, so I think that's pretty. Just something a little different, okay? And then, let's see. Put that right over here. I'm gonna clean that with alcohol in a minute. Maybe, maybe a little something else. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna put a little something here, but maybe, let's see if I can find a little something else to put right here. Just in case I ever want to separate the books or decide to put them in my booth. Everything I do with the intention of putting it in my booth, and then when I'm done, I'm like, you know, I kind of like that. I'm going to use it somewhere. So I'll use it for a little bit, and then I'll just do something else. Let's do this. Let's put this on there, because it just needs a little something else. And this is a little more script. I'm going to try not to touch the book this time with my inky fingers. thin mount, you know, helps you, gives you something to hold. That's what, so this is flimsy, and a thin mount makes it more rigid, hard, where you can hold it good. I'm just gonna, it's just so easy to shift these little things. This is my bottom book, so I'm not really, oh my gosh, it keeps moving. Pick it up real quick. Okay, so that did good. See that? See, these are really pretty. It's real little. Put that over here. So that's nice. That just gives it a little something, something, you know. All right, now let's, now for this part, what was I going, oh, wait a minute. Kind of was going to use, yeah, that. Now, I also have these. These would work good too, the little apothecary labels, which has, see those there at the bottom? I could do that. Those would be really good. I just want to, well, you know, I'm not going to make it all difficult. Let's just try this. See what this does. This is another, just, it's like a signature with a date on it. This is really, it's going to be a little difficult. Let me see what I can do here. This paper, I do too, Carol. I love it. I do too. I got it to, I want to do something else with it too. Don't know what yet. I was going to put it on a piece of furniture, you know, that furniture that I'm using the paint inlay on. I was going to use it on that. Let me make sure. I feel like I messed this one up. No. But I didn't press down hard enough. That's okay. I don't care about if it's perfect. It's just something, you know, makes it look old, right? Okay, so I'm going to let this dry a little bit as we work on the top book. Okay. How did you finish the inside? Oh, yeah, Carol, I said that just a little while ago. Oh, this one I didn't do. But I ended up painting the inside covers. I didn't do this one. Yeah, I didn't do this one. But I will do that. Do I have the paint here? Where is the vintage linen paint? Oh, here it is. Farmhouse linen. I don't think this is what I use, but I can. But I ended up, because your book will kind of warp, and so you can tell this one is kind of warping. See how it does? But if you will paint the inside covers, like I did this one and this one, just paint the inside covers, just with the paint. I didn't even seal it. You can go back and seal it. But it will help that, see? It'll make it where it doesn't warp. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Carol, again? Yes. Paint, maybe a stamp to match. Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense now why that one's kind of warping. You can tell better this way, see? Go ahead and paint that. All right, so let's get on, I wanted to put, now you see right here where this swirly makes a little circle there. This ephemeral type also has these little square and this circle stamped. I thought that would be really cute right there. I gotta make sure I'm put it up right though. I can't even read what it's saying. Doesn't matter. I don't guess it matters. Although, is there a cross in the middle? Oh yeah, I think it's like this. Okay. Yep, like a crayons on top, something in the middle. So I'm gonna put it right there in that little circle curly Q thing. Where'd you get that paper? Okay, it is on my website. It's a Mint by Michelle paper. It comes in a big one. This was a big size, 23 something by 33 something. But it also comes in a smaller size. Okay, so there we got that little round there. And now, let's go back to this. Okay, so this is the one I painted. I'm gonna now take a little bit of zinc glaze. It's a black glaze, but it has a little metallic look to it. So I wonder if this is dry enough. You know, this is a metallic paint. I mean, the gold is a metallic paint. And so it doesn't like to be too much heat, but I'm just gonna do it on low to make sure. Now I could go ahead, let me go ahead and paint this like I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna paint this with a little bit of glaze. Was this the brush? That's hard. All my brushes are a little hard now. Actually, I think I may use this. So I really want this glaze. Again, this is a glaze by Paint Couture. It's called zinc. See how it's kind of, it's a metallic-y, dark gray. So I'm just gonna paint it all over. Hopefully I don't break this piece. This is a little lock. It's a little Iplex mold. If you didn't hear me earlier, little Iplex wood product. I was trying to find some pieces to go on that vanity that I was painting because I had to take some little pieces off that were broken. And I ended up just using the Dainty Flourishes mold because it worked good. Okay, so got that covered. Now I'm just going to take, let's see, let me just take this maybe. Just a damp rag. I don't want the alcohol. You sell I have an affiliate link for iFlex because they have just a gazillion of them. I've tried to carry them, but there was just too many. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just wiping off the top, and I'm gonna try to be gentle again. This is how I broke the other one. Just I was pressing down too hard, and it's so skinny. But you want the and you may have to kind of shift on your rag. Because I want the glaze to settle down in those crevices, but I want it off the top. I want to be able to see the gold. I just kind of want it to look old, a little old. glaze is, I don't think of it as being messy, but it is. It just seems to kind of get everywhere. All right, I think that looks good. See how it's kind of, the black is down inside there, and then the gold is, now I can come over to the side as well and get some of that off. Little bigger pieces. And you can do some more once it's glued on the book. But I didn't want to try to put this on, and I didn't want to glue it on and then try to paint and glaze, because I would have it everywhere. It's probably on my fingers. Back down for a minute. So you heat these up in order to glue them down. I don't want to heat it on the front just yet, because I don't think this is too dry, and I don't want to, you know, bubble up that glaze or anything. All right, I think I'm going to just, wait, I got to have my glue ready. Let's have some glue ready, because it doesn't take long for this wooden stuff to kind of get right back in shape. So you heat it, you soften it, you glue it down, and it hardens quickly. Okay, so I'm going to heat it up. I forgot I had plastic under there. All right, so this is soft. On the back of this. Now this glue, this is Tight Bond Quick and Thick glue, and it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about, you know, you don't want to gob it on and let it seep all out, but don't worry about it being white, because it will dry clear. All right. Good. Let me make sure I put it upright. Let's see. I think I want it right there. I'm just going to press it down. This glue is great. It catches really quickly. If some does seep out, you can take a little artist brush. It really doesn't matter, because like I said, it'll dry clear, but if you just don't want it, I mean, I don't really have any that kind of seeped out much, maybe a little. So if you don't want it globbing up, maybe just take your little paintbrush and get it out. To make sure it was straight. I think it is. I think it's pretty straight. For me, it's straight. But I love that. I think that adds a lot to it. You want to dry this ink. Put it on the side there. Just do the same thing once you're done. Don't forget to seal it. Let's see. Let's make sure it's. You want to make sure your ink is dry before you try to seal it, because you know, smear. It'll smear if not. But you know me, my hurry up breeches. I just go right ahead. So if it messes up, I say, okay, y'all don't do that. All right. I'm gonna be done right there. Again, this is big top. There's a little bit of sheen to it, so if you don't like anything shiny, it's not real shiny, it's not glossy, it's like a satin. But I thought about edging it with gold, and you know, it just didn't ever look right. So they're just staying like they are. Okay. Again, let me try to get in the light. See, it's kind of shimmery. This is our end. So here's the, isn't that gorgeous? I love how the middle one was different color. Like the one in the middle, I'm gonna stack them, and this one kind of has the dark background, and the others had the light background, so I love that. And I'm just leaving this one like it is. I just like it. I like it just like it is. Oh, except for the red pages. I'm gonna paint those. I'm gonna stand this one up. Good. I think that's good. All right, so again, there's this one with our little, oh, and see the little stamp? I did put a little stamp right there in the curly Q.